Man, we got freaking RC Air Marshal talking about booty plugs and stuff. I mean, what the hell?
Not only do we got Dave talking about booty plugs, we got Ray's shitty Wi-Fi.
Yeah, my Wi-Fi's doing weird stuff today. Sorry, guys. I think it's because my kids are stealing it all for their gaming.
Yeah.
Possibly, maybe.
Hey guys.
I might have to boot them offline. Piss them off. That would be fun. So, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? You're gonna hear a little bit of an echo here because I got my DF cam running through the headphones.
So everybody, Tim just got done putting the tire decal on his Mig. Yeah, I'm not even gonna go there.
So let me get back to the chat here.
Not even gonna try. The plane flies amazing. I don't want to screw it up. I'm just gonna leave it alone. So I think, to be honest, to me, I think it looks cleaner without him. But
well, I mean, they're. I don't know. I don't care for them.
Not so much.
Yeah. This is Comcast. So I don't know what the hell's going on. Either it's my booty ass computer or it's just a lot of people doing stuff. Both my kids are gaming right now.
You can't hear fan noise, right?
No, a little bit, but it's not bothering me.
How about that?
Pilot Jerry, you will get your wrench back. I can't do it right now because my phone's doing something else, but I will get it back to you. Don't worry.
Probably gonna time him out.
No.
Fat fingers.
Yeah, no, that's not happening again. I don't know what happened with that crap.
There. That better? There. How about that?
Yeah, so are you guys seeing everything okay, or is it blacking out a lot? Am I jittery, Nate, or is it normal?
Nah, you're all right for right now. I mean, you're kind of like stuttering here and there, but I can hear you.
Okay, I'll see. It just did it again. I don't know if that shows up on your end, but it shows up on mine.
You froze there. At least I'm good.
Is it back?
Kinda. Yeah, it's like.
Yeah, I don't know.
Your audio is good, but you're just your
the cam.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the cam will be going away and will just be audio anyway because the cam keeps flickering. I don't understand what's going on. It might be this camera. Anyway, what's up, people? So, howdy, Brother Jodell, Eric Falver, Mickey BRC, Shadow Ops, Hanger 51, Michael Statler, all you people. I'm going to try to go through everybody. The TRC 24 people in the room so far. Juan Gonzalez was making fun of my dang botchy internet. Mike SSI, Imperial RC Works, what's up? Pooling. George Watts, howdy. RC Air Marshal talking about butt plugs. William Regita, Phoneboy RC. Oh, now Nate, now you're doing weird shit. What the hell?
What?
Yeah, you went out for a second, so it's got to be my connection. Mickey B. URC, what's up? Tim Two-Time.
I'm watching it on my phone. I didn't cut out. It's just on your end.
Okay, it's just on my end. Okay. So thank you guys for spending your Monday evening, late evening for a lot of you guys. Pilot Jerry RC, I'll get you as a moderator.
Nobody knows buffering more than Kenny.
That's true. But thank you all for coming and hanging out with us on this fabulous Monday night. And thanks to those of you that helped, not helped, but watched the video that we posted.
He liked to talk about
it. Yeah, I decided to add some captions to. But I gave Nate credit. You got it. I made fun of one landing, and then even though that landing was still good.
Yeah.
And then
try.
And then be quiet. And then there were 3 good landings that I published. So be quiet. So yeah, but anyway,
that wind was
Yeah, that was crazy. It was towards the end of the day, and it got cold.
The plane
California
handled it fine. The plane handled it fine, but man,
It was us.
the landing coming down to land, I was like, okay, I'm like at the edge of my airspeed. If I hit some sort of crazy thermal, I don't know what's gonna happen. But luckily it was perfect, and then I tried to hold it off for a wheelie, and then a big gust came through and tried to pick it up, and it was fine.
Yeah,
And
that wasn't bad.
landing, don't mind the second landing where it hopped off the ground again too. That landing,
Just barely.
That landing from the other side, it was a direct crosswind at like 15. So again, the wind conditions.
We always fly in wind. The only place where we don't really fly in wind is some adult grape juice. The only place we don't fly in wind is PCC, where it's usually pretty steady.
Thermal your marble. There you go.
So on when you're Nate, if you look on the phone, am I cutting in and out or no?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Kenny said if you put your resolution down on your camera, that'll help.
Well, my computer is 8 years old, so if I try to do anything while this is running, it's just going to blue screen, so I'm not going to mess with it. But what I can do is remove it and add something else to the screen. So people
hey, Ray, crazy idea. Next week, since it's a birthday celebration, you guys want to do a big Zoom session, and we can just flip it from my channel to yours at 10:15. LOL, keep the celebration going.
Hey, if it sounds good to me, why not? We can talk about whatever the hell y'all want to.
Octane 209, what's going on, man? Glad your Mig did good, man.
Yeah, so let's see here. Let me get the
Glad I can help you get her in the air.
EDF cam set up. So,
Ray, want to give me a firey booty for my E-Flight F-18 for Christmas? You can buy one.
Who's Low Flyer 101? I don't even know if I know who you are. Huh?
That's Zane.
Oh.
Yeah, 8.
I don't know about that.
You can buy it for yourself for Christmas. Happy birthday, David Monograph.
Oh, well, happy birthday, my friend.
My birthday's not going to be
That's great. We didn't ask. Let's see. Yerby derby derm ding ding. So since you got us all here, questions from anyone? Anybody got questions? Questions? Anybody? Not you. We're asking people in the chat. You always got something to say. I'm talking about people in the chat.
Yeah, that's great. We didn't ask.
Oh boy.
We don't talk about that E-Flight F-18 landing, Zane, where you almost smacked into a curb. Just saying.
Ooh.
Any issues with your Mig? Good question. No.
That actually no. Yeah, your plane's been good.
My plane be fine because I know what to expect the airplane.
Yeah, we're going to talk about some MiGs here in a little bit. How many of you guys got to see the video from earlier today of Nate flying his MiG, the fiery booties, and how he set it up?
Yeah, Nate. I almost hit the curb. Need to come in a little faster. Yeah, the E-Flight F-18, you can land it slow, but as soon as something just doesn't go right, the thing just drops a wing.
Yeah, and it starts doing weird stuff, and you have to have your CG just right, and your flat mix just right.
What were your MiG elevator comments, Nate? Basically what I said last week. It's just to sum it up, those elevators, they exceed their aerodynamic capabilities faster than the rest of this airplane. And what's really killing them is not the servos, it's the fact that people are pulling too much. Basically, when they're putting it into a dive and they feel it starting to get mushy, because I can even attest. I was flying this, what was it, Saturday? And I was in a dive, and I was going downwind, so the thing was going really fast, and I felt the elevators like they get mushy. Like I felt it. I was having to pull more than I was thinking. So I just backed off the throttle, and it was fine. And
it has something to do with the angle of attack too, because the harder you start pulling G's, the less effective it gets. So
if you're just gentle with it, the airplane flies great. And you guys saw the video. I was flying it in crazy conditions. I was flying it like a dingus. I was doing like flat spins. I was doing those crazy stall maneuvers. The plane flies great. You just gotta know to, because it's like, you can blame motion and you can blame design all you want, but airplanes have their quirks. like an F4. You put an F4 into a deep stall, it's very hard to recover from that deep stall.
You're not getting out of it. Not if you're low. If you're low, it's going down. So,
Dennis, yes, you can limit your throw, but also just don't crank on it. I mean, I have my throw at 80%, so it's not like I have my elevator throw way down. I have it at 80%, which is what the book says.
But the thing that people got to realize too is that even at that 80%, if you're pulling a lot of G's and you go to full with the 80% travel, it's gonna start to fall off. So it's just a matter of you, like I said on the video, don't bang the sticks. And if you notice that it starts to get mushy, just letting off of the elevator will make it more effective. I didn't say hi to Pilot Ryan. Pilot Ryan, howdy. I saw you were there saying something. You said something funny, and I forgot to say something about it.
Yeah.
LJ Hobby Life, what's up?
You can have it at 100% travel. It's just, you just got to be careful. That's it. And I'm not saying you have to fly the airplane like a baby. I mean, you saw I was flying it like an idiot. You just...
Right.
If it starts to not feel right, then just slow the plane down.
Good, Nerd Steve. I was going to ask if you had, because I saw it still there on Saturday. So glad to hear it. Saw the little container still there. But anyway, it's the same thing with the arrows. That's right. I just realized, if you think about it, go back and look at planes like the F-100. Look at the Sabre, the F-86. A lot of those planes with swept wings, they can only do so much. They can only do so much when you will start to fall off if you pull too hard. So look at the elevators on the stabilators on the Mig-29 in those things. It's kind of the same, so it's going to be the same deal.
Hey, David Martin Graff, that works for some planes. A lot of planes, though, I would not leave the throws at 100% for the Mig.
Most planes, I don't. I adjust. So that's just another setup trick that I've learned. What I'll do with a lot of my planes, especially warbirds, you cannot use 100% throw on a lot of warbirds. You will snap the thing. You will snap it. Oh my God, is this Jesus? I have a friend named Jesus. What a friend we have named Jesus. I had a friend call me when my kids were little, and I said, "Hey, what's up, Jesus?" And my youngest was only about 5 at the time. He's like, "Oh my God, Kendall, Dad's talking to Jesus. He called him." So ever since then, I'm like, oh, wow, okay. That invisible guy all of a sudden has a name. But anyway, with warbirds and such, you don't want to have 100% elevator because they will snap. So what I do, I have a ritual with all my planes. I will take them, I will set the elevator to where it's just in any attitude, any speed, I don't care what it is. If I pull full elevator, it will not snap. So
I don't have it set up like that on this because this plane you never really need full elevator. The only time I was ever full elevator on that flight was when I was doing the flaps. Even for like the vertical flip around maneuver, most of that flip around maneuver is throttle because this thing. If anybody's flown the Mig, you know that it wants to climb when you give it throttle. So
Yeah. Dave's RC, my friend, what's happening? If I've missed anybody, don't feel bad. It's just the chat's going by pretty quick.
no, you should
Trying to
feel
look and see.
terrible. Make it very well, man.
Hey, Tim Two-Time, you don't want to know how much expo I use.
Same here.
Yeah. And again, my whole reasoning behind my use of expo is to keep the controls from blending. So when I pull full up elevator, I want it to be elevator alone. I don't want it to be any aileron throw at all. So I have my expo pretty high.
You know what expo is good for too is formation. Here, I'm gonna read off my throws for this airplane.
Yeah, and it's pretty, and mine are pretty close to what Nate's are. So, yeah, actually, that's one of those things that I did that he actually agreed with. I couldn't believe it. Well, after he tried it,
before I met you, I was setting up my planes with because I was high throws, low expo, and then when I bought the Sky Sword off you, I copied your model and I looked at the expo. Like, you even hear me in the video. I'm like, what the hell? Like, what kind of bull crap is this? And you're like, just try it. Change it if you want, but just try it. And I flew. I'm like, oh damn, I like it.
Okay, Nate, look up your throws, and I'm going to talk to Barry Campbell. He's asking a question. Hold on. Barry Campbell's asking a question. He says, was snapping the elevators an issue on the E-Flight F-18? Yes, very much so. But their biggest problem with the E-Flight F-18 was the fact that those elevators would pop out because they have a little channel that they go into. Oh no, what's he talking about? But okay. Anyway, they have a little channel that they go in, so they'd pop out there. So we have a fix to make that work. But also at low speed, if you have way too much elevator throw on an F-18, it will snap too. So I
actually
always tune it.
Okay. Well, if you guys are ready to hear my rates for this airplane,
go ahead.
So aileron, we've got 78% with 50% expo. Yes, make fun of me all you want. 50% expo.
No, there's no making fun of. That's right.
Elevator, since the elevator, it's a big plane, so the elevator's not crazy effective. And keep in mind, I have my rates on like a switch, but I only fly with one rate. Like, the only reason I have it on a switch for a higher rate is for like those flat spins. And then my elevator is 80% with only 35% expo. And then my rudder is 100%. And then also, I've talked about this, I think, on one of the RC Zooms, but I have 100% rudder with 90% expo. And yes, I'll explain. 90%. It's not for flying. It's for on the ground.
It's on the ground.
It's on the ground.
And also, what people don't realize too is with that 90%, when you're moving your throttle, you're not going to bump your rudder.
Yeah. So like on the ground, if you're taking off and you accidentally hit your rudder, it's not going to jerk. It's going to be more of like a subtle movement.
Right. A subtle movement.
Yeah. Make fun of you want, people. But...
And that's one of the things they said on the Freewing F5. That you're supposed to use two different rates for your elevator. For your rudder for on the ground because it's so effective. And I just put high expo and that worked. Regardless of the heckling that Nate gives me about the F5, I've gotten a lot of positive stuff from that plane.
You know what? Okay, the best one is the F-35. Okay, here's my F-35 for my ailerons. I have 45% rate with 65% expo.
Yes, that's the same as me. Same as me.
Elevator, I have 90% throw with 50% expo, and the same for the rudder, 100% and 90% expo. Yes, make fun of me all you want, please.
You can't make fun of us because they've seen what we do. Oscar Vasquez, do you like your Mig-29 more than the SU? He's asking you, Nate.
Oh. The SU's not even, I don't even have that plane anymore. That's not even a thought in my head anymore.
The SU-30, I think, was a little too underpowered.
The SU-30 flew like a pig. This is a big-ass plane, but it doesn't fly like a pig. This plane reminds me of the way like the F-35 flies. If you just rip it around.
Yeah.
Like, it has that head, like the F-35, same way. It has that heavy feel, but you can rip the crap out of it. Same with this. Like, it's a heavy plane when you're flying it, but it doesn't fly heavy. The SU-30, you can feel it's a heavy plane, but it flew like it was a heavy plane.
Yeah. So, Mickey B, Nate has a little bit more up elevator and flaps than most people, but it's not the exaggerated amount of reflex that others do. Just a little. That's what I just answered.
I have mine's just like mine's not crazy like 2 millimeters that people are doing, but mine is like just above. Like I did it a little bit. See, I'm also very picky about shit like that. But you guys saw the airplane does fine.
So I want to make sure.
Without the reflex, people were talking about without reflex, it likes to tuck when you're doing a pass. I don't notice that.
The reflex, it wouldn't. Well, it makes sense. Reflex helps that. Reflex will bring the nose up a little bit.
But
but I don't understand why the plane would tuck. That's just weird.
Well, I think also, it's people that are using the stock CGs kind of knows that, because when I flew it on the first couple flights with the stock CG, I noticed that. But now I'm CGing mine. The stock is at like 140. I think I'm at like 145 or 146. So basically, when I fly mine with like 6,000s, my 6,000 is in the middle tray, just over the end, and then one is back here all the way back. And to get it to CG with the original, it was like way forward on the middle tray. So I wouldn't say I'm flying it tail heavy, because they say CG it with the gear down, but or at least
I'm gonna put what LJ Hobby Life just said up on the screen, because that's what I agree with. I don't think that anybody should make fun of anyone's setup, because everybody's setup is their own personal feeling. Everybody's going to give their own what do you call it? Their own opinion on how things should be. But so everybody's going to do what they do differently. That's why I don't. My expo is going to be different than everyone else. I do my expo for a reason. But yeah, don't make fun of other people's setup. Now, if somebody's constantly crashing and having problems and they still keep doing the same thing, that's different. You can make fun of them all you want, but somebody doing something that they do just as a preference, that's different. Now, so don't make fun of them. Go help them, but try to get them to change it. But the whole object of this hobby is to help people out and help them get better. If I notice that people are having problems, I try to go help them. And if they're not receptive, I back off. So whatever. Not everybody wants to hear it.
Imperial RC works. It depends. Most Freewing jets, like I looked at the manual for the F-35. If you set that thing up by the book, you're crashing that damn thing.
Same thing. The worst plane is the Mirage. If you set the Mirage up the way they say, you'll do 4 rolls to the right, 4 rolls to the left, about 2 seconds into the flight, and hit the ground within 4 seconds of taking off.
Yep. And the A4 too. A4 too. I talked about this on one of my. I talked about this on one of. I was going to say my art stream. I've flown long enough to where I can look at a plane and I can just tell what kind of throws me. Like that F-35, I look at that thing with that tiny wing and those big ass ailerons.
Yeah.
Go way down.
Way down. They're like strip ailerons.
The Mig-29, looking at that, I know, okay, dial the aileron throw down, but since it's got such a long fuse and those not so great big elevators, it needs a good amount of elevator throw. So, I kind of have a natural feel for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, you learn characteristics of planes. For me, it's when planes have outboard ailerons, you don't need much.
Joseph Youngblood set up his F-22 by the book.
Yeah, no, F-22.
Hamilton, I swear to God, if I meet you, Hamilton, I'm going to smack you. Nathan.
What?
He's Nathan carding me.
What's up, Hamilton? So what else? I was going to say something. Another thing you got to realize too, when you have 100% throw and you have high expo, it doesn't do what you think it does. Having your travel set up high and having your expo high actually works really well. When I fly combat, that's what I do. I have my aileron set to sometimes over 100%, and then I have 85 to 90% on all my controls, and then I can get really precise. And when I do combat, I'm able to take out people and still keep flying.
Yeah.
When other people are just,
planes like that, like combat planes, I don't even set rates in expo. I just fly it. Low Flyer 101, aka Zane Latham. Do you recommend the E-Flight A10?
Yes.
I don't. It really depends. It's a great airplane. There's just a couple kind of weak quirks to it. Battery space is, unless you're flying like a 3300, if you're trying to squeeze a 4000 in there, it's a little tight. I didn't have this problem, like most people did, until about a couple weeks back. The motor, I don't know, they probably improved the motors by now, but mine was one of the first versions. And finally, after like 150 flights, one of my motors quit. The main problem with it too is if you're flying on rough stuff, there's where the nose gear is. One side of the mount only has like a 1/4 inch of foam like holding it in. So if you're landing on rough stuff, that nose gear is coming right out. So depends on what kind of battery size you got and what surface you're flying on. It's a great plane otherwise. In the air, it's amazing. But
so cool. Any other questions? Anybody else got stuff to ask?
Thanks to all our veterans.
Is it when is actual Veterans Day? Is it tomorrow?
Wednesday.
Or was it today?
Wednesday.
Okay. Cool. So anything else? My chat's a little slow, so shoot away here and let's see. It is Wednesday. Okay.
Hamilton.
Yeah, I've got
team time. E-Flight A10 backload. Yeah. See, I'm gonna replace mine eventually, but I think once I replace them, I think I'm gonna sell that thing and get the. I smashed all my landings. I smashed all my landings, aka naked goal. So if you smash all your landings, I don't think the A10 is for you, but
I've seen some people smash the A10 trying to land to Hamilton. You will get your shipping info later today. I know it's already late, but I'm doing other stuff now, so I can't send it.
The A10.
Can't send you the info, but the info will be sent out.
The A10 is the most intimate for the A10 death bounce. If you land it too flat, damn thing, it'll do the PIO bounce and then it'll freaking cartwheel. I think
by the third bounce, you're dead.
I want to replace those motors, and then I want to get my money's worth out of the airplane. I want to sell it, and I want to get the FMS with the 1900s.
Yeah. So Lee Davidson is saying the Meteor V3 is nice, just like, dude, hold on. Sheesh. I didn't mean to highlight it. My computer's slow. It said the Meteor. What the hell? I'm not meaning to highlight anything. It's my old ass computer. I have a brand new computer sitting there. I still haven't set it up yet. My son built me a new one. The Meteor V3 is nice, just like the old one, but better fan. Yeah, I saw the Meteor on Ryan's stream. Now here's the thing: most people don't realize the ESC in that plane will do 6S. So all you have to do is take out that motor and put in a different. Take out the whole fan, put in a different fan. Like an FMS would work really good in there, and put some 3500s. 6S in there. And Low Flyer, this is an old ass computer. It still works, so I'm not messing with it. But my son built me. What's up, GB? My son built me a computer. It's basically like a $4,000 computer that he built me for a whole lot less because he knows how to do this. Good night, Tim. So I'm going to be eventually, once I get caught up on my orders, which doesn't seem like it's ever going to happen, but once I get caught up on the burners, I will be able to set up the computer. And yeah, RC Air Marshal, I've flown the Meteor on for us. It flies pretty good. The 6S is so much more efficient, so you can get a lot more out of it.
I want to get the new Habu and put a 6S system there. That'd be fun.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? The Meteor flies. I think the Meteor flies a little better.
It probably does. I bet you the new Habu flies better because they actually widen the wing on it.
So does it have retracts or no?
No, I'd hand launch it.
Yeah, see, that's why I like the Meteor.
Well, see, it doesn't have retracts, but the retracts on the Meteor suck.
The old one sucked. Yeah.
Well,
I don't know about the new stuff.
These new ones, Dave pointed out on the show. Apparently, they updated the gear, but they're still like the push-in wire struts.
Yeah. So what I did was when I had they're the exact same footprint as the FMS. So I just changed them to FMS. Nothing worse bothers me more than messing up landings when you think you come. Yeah. Brandon actually showed up. Are you going to be here for more than a couple of minutes or what?
No,
I know I'm boring.
He's going to.
I know I'm boring. I know we're boring and stuff. But yeah, the Habu does fly pretty cool. I just don't care for the Habu design. I'm past
See,
it.
David Snyder.
Adios, Mr. Schneider. So, guys, I've got a couple. Since my stuff is lagging here, I'll put up my other. I have it called the EDF cam. So let's put that up.
Oh God, EDF cam.
So I've got a couple EDFs out on the table here. Let me see. Not that. Yeah. Mutage. But I have some EDFs out here on the table, so you guys can see. This is one that I did something with over the weekend. This is the new 9 blade, 90 millimeter. I tried that in the F-22. Yeah, give us at least 5 minutes, Brandon, please. So we tried it out in the F-22. It's better than the stock Outrunner, but it is not nearly as good as the crazy setup I have.
It doesn't do as good in that plane. I mean,
yeah, I'm sure it would. I'm sure it would do. It does great in the F-18. I've seen that.
The F-18. Well, of course you've seen mine, but dude, the F-18 is like.
Alan Gentry, I was thinking about possibly this coming weekend, but I don't know for sure. I'll let you know. I'll let you know before I go. Yeah, and GB, did you notice in the video I made sure to say something about it because I thought it was funny. I didn't realize he was wearing it, and when I watched the video, I saw it, so I had to say something.
Good thing I bought that thing. It was hella cold at the field when the sun went down and the wind picked up.
Yeah, it was cold. So, as I was saying, this thing is pretty good. It's really efficient. I was able to go 4 minutes, and almost all of that was full throttle, and that was on a 6,000. And I still landed at, what was it, 3.75 per cell, which is pretty good.
That's how I get hella good flight times on my F-18.
I put the burner on it. I had a triple burner, which was kind of cool, but I didn't have the right controller, so it didn't look right. Also, guys, we're Californian, so we saying it's cold really doesn't mean it's cold. It was just a little chilly by other people's standards.
Yeah, it was like 50 degrees, but the amount of wind we had made it feel like in the mid-30s.
Yeah. So this is another Brandon who's there on the Brandon E.
He's probably already gone, dude.
Yeah, well, he only gives us a couple minutes. This is a fan that I'm working on right now. This is an FMS rotor, the Freewing housing, and then it's got a special inrunner. Brandon's running this in his the F-18, and it works really good.
Shit's heavy though.
But it's heavy, but the amount of power it puts out is really good.
It's just
he was able to keep up with yours.
Yeah, but look at how much lighter mine was.
Yeah, it is. So I don't know why it works so good in the F-18, but doesn't work so good in the F-22. I don't understand that. The new inrunner. So this is the crazy thing. So see both of these. So okay, hold on. This one right here, that's the 90. This is the 80. It's the exact same motor.
Yeah, it's a 36 mil motor. It's just a little shorter.
Yeah, it's I think it's the same length even, isn't it?
No, the 90 is a 72. The 80 is a 58.
Oh, okay, so it's a little long. Okay, but they're the same kV. So,
the 80 is 20 more.
20 more. Okay, so 1920. That's right. Okay.
The 9-blade 80 is a 1920, but the 12-blade 80 is an 1857. But it's the same 3658 motor.
Right. Okay. So it looks like a jet fan, which is kind of cool. You can see the big spinner there. Spinner is it basically looks just like a jet fan, but it's not fiber. This is the 90.
Oh, okay. I was going to say.
So let me get the 80. The 90 I just moved out to the side.
That's the 80.
Sorry for shaking. This is the 80 right here, and that's the E-Flight. This is the 80 here.
That's what's in the Mig-29, and that's what's in my new Mig-21, which, by the way, the Mig-21 with that 9-blade is perfect because it's got good power, but it's also a really light setup. The Mig, dude, like I said, I love this Mig-29. Like you guys know, this Mig-29 is so badass, but that Mig-21 is so special.
Yeah,
and the Mig-21 is my favorite.
I had issues with my Mig-21 weekend. I have an older FMS 2000 kV motor in there. So this one here is the same one that's in Nate's Mig-29. I'm going to put this in my Mig-21 so I can compare. I think this actually works better. This is the that's the Freewing. That's the one I have. But there's another. I have an E-Flight over here too. Where is it? Oh, there it is. It's down the front. This is the E-Flight. This is the E-Flight 2000 kV. This is basically the same as an FMS, but they changed the spinner and the rotor on this one. I was going to put this in the MiG, but this is actually going to go into another plane. But Brandon E, yeah, what was I going to say? Once you get the momentum built up with that one that I put together for your F-18, that thing rocks. So you can. Once you hold that momentum, when you go into one dive and then pull up and then make sure to conserve that energy and do it again, it just gets better and better.
Oh, yeah. Brandon, yours definitely a hair quicker than mine, but yeah. I love my F-18 because it's bone stock.
Yeah. It's cool.
Just put that fan in your F-18 ring, you'll be blown away.
Yeah, and I might. I don't know. I kind of dig the way it is right now.
Well, and also, like people say, is it broken, right?
No.
Then don't fix it.
So I'm not gonna mess with it.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab a drink.
Go ahead. So yeah, so here's a few of the EDFs. If you guys ever wonder how many EDFs I have wandering around my house, that's just a few. I've actually got more than that. That's just a few of what I've got. I actually have more than that. But those are the ones on the agenda for now. I'm actually going to put that 80 millimeter in a plane that's a 70 millimeter, since I wanted to have some afterburner type. It will work too. Brandon, hey, if I have to, I will. When it comes to these fiery booties, I've actually taken some time off to get those things worked on. Let me check out some of the chat here.
The only two fans I have currently is I have a couple actually. I have an FMS 70. I had the 9-blade Outrunner, but I traded that to Ray for a Charger, which by the way was hella worth it.
Yeah, now you can do 4 batteries at once, even if they're not at 1C, you still get 4 done at the same time. Yeah,
and then I have that. I think I'm thinking. I've got that 12-blade in-runner, the 1857. I might, if I get enough money, I might just order an A4 kit, but I don't know.
Yeah, what we're gonna say there, let's see.
And there's a scheme on Cali that I really want to do for an A4, so who knows? I might
get
A4. But I'm also getting
the A4. Once you get that thing set up right, that's really cool.
Oh, the A4 is great. You just gotta set it up right. But
make it nose heavy. By the book.
I've got a gripping on the way too, so that should be fun. I can't wait to mess with that thing.
Dave in Kentucky, you went from 20 to 80. What the heck? Yeah, hey Brandon, that F14 on the beach, that looked really cool.
I need a how-to on how to reconnect a balancing wire on my 6-inch HRV.
You have got to be incredibly careful because they're so short, so close to each other until all it takes is one little small piece of solder, or you getting too close, and that whole pack will go up in a heartbeat. So you have to, you got to be very careful. No, I don't even do that mess, and I work with batteries all the time. I don't like messing with balance tabs. You got to cut it open. You got to be crazy careful, and they use silver solder, which is uses a higher temp gun, so it's hard to do.
GB is not a diamond person.
That's crazy. I need to pull that plane out. I have a Dynam plane that has been with me for a long time. I have 2 Dynam planes, but the one that's been with me the longest is the Skytrainer. I have one that I got in 2010. I've flown the crap out of that thing. It's got so much hot glue on it. It's got over 150 LEDs.
Can I fly it?
What the hell is that? Yeah, you probably can. I mean, the crazy thing is you don't realize how much is required to fly that plane straight, because it's
sure
every time.
Straight at all. I'm sure
nothing flies straight.
It flies like the airplanes my mom used to rent out of San Martin.
When you're always like this the whole time and like that, basically the whole time, and the plane's staying straight, but you're doing this the whole time.
One of the ones we used to rent from them all the time, the plane would fly like this.
Fly sideways, yeah. There's one at Palo Alto that does that. It's, I think, the one of the Citabrias.
No, dude. I flew in one of the Diamonds out of Palo Alto, and I could just tell everything before. The Diamond, man, it's a cool plane, but it's so freaking squirrely. On the ground, it's like you land and the nose goes BAM! And like
one of the best planes to learn how to fly really well with, especially when it comes to flying a tail dragger, is the Dynam GB. And I have to show you guys one of these days all the stuff that I've to enforce it, because now it's crazy rock solid, and it's just some hot glue joints that did it. But the GB, if you want to learn how to properly land a tail dragger, the GB will teach you, because it will not let you land but one way. Stinky Flight Ranch. Oh, Brandon, did you ever have one of the Dynam? What do they call it? The
Turbojet.
Turbojet. Those things are badass.
It's a piece of junk.
Well, if you get them right, those things are a blast. We used to fly like 8 in formation there at Rancho.
I remember the wings.
Yeah, well, you just have to put some carbon spars in there, 3 by 1 millimeter. I don't know how he drinks that medicine. Diet Dr. Pepper? Eesh.
What are you going to do about it?
Not a damn thing. You can do what you want. And yeah, I went through and I did a whole bunch of changes to my GB. It's running a 650 kV motor, a 1412 prop, and runs on a 4S 3000 or a 4S 4000, and it can fly for like 12 minutes. Fun plane. And I have it tuned in a way where it kind of flies somewhat like a pattern plane, believe it or not. But yeah.
A good first warbird, or like a good tail dragger, you know what? The one that's fun is the little 1.2 meter Mustang from E-Fly, because it teaches you rudder skills, but if you don't know how to use them, it's not like the airplane's going to do anything vicious. It's just going to grab you. Hey, if you buy an E-Flight 1.5 meter Mustang and master the landing on that thing, you can fly anything.
Yeah, well, I'm serious about the GB. The GB, if you don't land right, you'll get the bounces.
Diet Dr. Pepper is the best diet soda, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Dynam Corsair, that's an interesting one too. All the Dynam warbirds, their landing gear's right on the CG, so they tend to tip over.
So yeah, Dynam plane.
You got to bend the gear forward a little bit so
I
that when
love
they
how I
go
gotta
in,
take the nose cone off this thing to walk around it. It's so big.
yeah. So yeah,
What was that?
GB touch on that. Yeah, you have to get that touch right with the GB. Otherwise, the best place to do that is at Rancho, because if you get it wrong, it's gonna bounce, and you just got to motor out of it. Motor on out of it. But the stock GB
There you go.
with stock GB on a 4S, those things are fun.
When you bend them, they don't close. This plane.
Yeah, spacers on the mounts. That's what it is. You put spacers in the back, and it makes it tilt forward.
One of the it's usually the BF-109 or Spitfire. Shadow. The pups are doing great, man. They're open their eyes. They're like they're learning how to play. They like playing with each other. They're starting to walk a little bit. Like they're starting to like climb up on fours and like they walk and then they fall.
They do the little the puppy waddle. Yeah. Oh, hey, and this is another thing too. I still have yet to use these batteries, but this is one of the China hobby lines. It's a 6S 30CE 6200. One of my favorite packs. Huh?
I want to try those in this.
What?
You have two of them?
I have two of them. Yeah, I haven't even soldered the night connectors on.
30C 6200 packs. I bet those would be good in this.
They're heavy though. They're a lot heavier than HRBs.
And?
Well, I don't know. I have to figure out if they work.
Nah, Coca-Cola is still best clean batteries.
So Dexter Tucker. Let me read what Dexter Tucker's saying. Anyone have a good recommendation for an EDF with gear that will stand up to the compacted gravel runway ops? Have the Mig-29. The gear on the E-Fight Viper and A10 don't tolerate it.
I'm assuming when he says Mig-29, he's saying the arrows.
Are you talking about the arrows or the?
A good grass jet. Let's see.
Freewing Avanti.
Freewing Avanti. See, I'm always going to say this about the Avanti. I mean, if you have a lot of EDFs, I'm sure the Avanti is great, but when you land that thing, you gotta land it like Pilot Ryan's famous line. You gotta have a full bleed. Because if you land that thing flat, I'll admit it. I screw up. I screw up sometimes, guys. I had a Freewing Avanti, and I landed it flat one time. It PIO, banged the nose, cartwheeled, and just cartwheeled like right down the runway. And I was like, kidding me? I fixed it and flew it. But yeah, the Fred Baron L39. That's a good one.
Yeah, the one with the best ground, especially on grass, though, it's always going to be the Avanti.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, not totally. The A10 and the F22, both of those, all three of those.
The Avanti's good because it's got that snowplow for a nose wheel.
Yeah, but the F22 does good too because of the wheels it's got, and it's not much of a cheater hole underneath.
Brandon,
if you
want your spread.
If you land that Avanti kind of nose down, though, you're gonna regret it.
Same with an A10.
Yeah, you gotta land nose up.
The one that's the Mig-29's a good grass jet too.
Nah, not really, because of that big ass cheater. I've tried it. That cheater hole sucks up all the grass.
Commit to the pitch bitch.
It lands okay on grass, but nah.
Commit to the pitch bitch.
Bit.
This thing's good on grass, I'm sure. The nose gear on this thing is the size of most airplanes' main gear, so.
Yeah. The only thing I dislike about the Mig-29 is that the wheels are kind of hard.
Well, Ray.
What?
Never mind.
Can you give me can you take a breath so I can talk? Pilot Ryan, I didn't know that BVM made a turbine Yak 130. That's going to be interesting.
I can't wait to see Frank's T-38. That thing's gonna be sick.
What did he get?
He got the. Did you not hear me last week? He got oh, he not the BVM. It was the Skymaster T-38.
Oh, Skymaster. Okay, that's why I'm like BVM. What do you mean BVM? Okay.
The oh, dude, the Venom. The Venom's a fun one to land. Dude.
Oh yeah, you have to get that right.
Did you see James posted a video of that thing with the in-runner? He takes off and it just goes straight up and doesn't stop. Yeah. I was like, holy crap.
It would do that on the 1450 kV. Yeah. When you got the 1650 kV in that thing, it was even more amazing.
Honestly, I think having that high performance is overkill.
I think it's gonna flap the wings on that thing.
Dude, James was ripping it up. I'm like, I commented, I'm like, I would love it, but plastic servos?
Yeah.
I'm good.
It needs some reinforcement to go fast, but if you just want to do power moves, yeah.
Good.
The Fred Baron, what's happening?
That would be fun to rip the motor out and take to Fort Funston and slope soars.
Oh, you could. That would be great at that.
A lot of people do that with that airplane. They actually they make them gliders because they actually glide.
So another thing to think about with the Venom, you could put the Tower Pro digital Metal Gear servos in there and take the place of all those plastics.
The new Freewing would work too.
Yeah, but I prefer the digital Metal Gear from Tower Pro work really good. I'd put those in.
Get out of here.
A little bit. I think a little bit less money, but they're higher quality. They made my little FMS Hawk fly really well.
Hey Fred, can I come over
tonight? So, lots of blabbing today. I hope that we've been able to inform what do they call it? Infotain.
I'm glad I could help out people with this airplane. I've helped a couple people already get this plane in the air. One Octane, he was in here, Octane 209. I helped him get this one in the air. You said he liked it, so it's good.
Hey Nate, how hard would it be for you to drop the link to the video? I think the video is in the description if you guys want to look.
Yeah,
I put the video's in the description from the flight. There's two flights. There's a flight from a video that was a description of the afterburners and then what they did to set it up.
Man.
And then what? And then after that, they showed the video where we were flying like idiots with my Mig-29 with the bending fan, and then his Mig-29. We were flying like idiots with that one. That was fun. But they're both in the description of this video. Y'all can take a look at that at another time, but it's there. So once this is done, you want to take a look. Hey, Mickey BRC, did your plane come yet? I know that the fiery booties beat it, but still. John T's not here either, but I sent some stuff down to New Zealand, and he actually ordered something from Banana Hobby, and the Banana Hobby showed up before my fiery booties did, and they shipped like 5 days after. So Banana Hobby is stepping up. What are you laughing at?
Go look at what I just tagged you on Instagram.
No, I can't. My phone's doing something else.
For Nate, yeah, flying like an idiot is normal for me. The Mig-29 video where Ray had to land early, dude, that was so fun. I was doing like those super low. Dude, I'm going to say it again. This thing is amazing. But that Mig-29, wherever it is, that's going to be my favorite airplane for a long time.
Mig-29 is a beast. That's
it's fast. It holds a slide.
Hamilton's hangar. Good night.
Good night, Hamilton. And it goes hella slow too. Like, dude, I was doing high alpha pass into the wind. I was like basically stopping it right in front of my face.
Yep. Pilot Ryan, I plan on possibly getting an FMS Corsair, and yeah, I'm gonna put that on 8S. Hell yeah, it needs it. I could fly it on 6S just to be scale, but 8S is what it needs.
Get the Flightline one.
No.
It's cheaper.
No.
And
I like the FMS.
In my opinion, I like the look of a classic. Dave Marshall's gonna love me. I love the classic of I love the classic look of the Navy Corsairs.
Yeah, no, I do too. I like the look and sound of the FMS though, because they've got that stock motor. Yes, the ESC I'd use one FMS 8 8S ESTs
See,
or any 8S.
I sold my Flightline not because it didn't fly good, just because I didn't fly it. But I love how they made it like a classic 3-blade. And so many, I mean, I'm gonna admit, so many Corsairs are like 4-blade Korean War Corsairs. What about China Hobbyline Lethal batteries? Anyone know if they're any good? And Nick's RC's asking if China Hobbyline is good batteries.
Michael Statler, I sent you something. So I'm not sure if you did or didn't get it. I have to go back and check. And Nick RC was saying something too. Let me see what he was saying.
He was saying if China Hobbyline is good.
Yes, see that pack right here? This is a China Hobbyline. I'm pretty well sold on China Hobbyline. I've used them for years. They're really good. I get at least 2 to 3, sometimes even 2. I've had some packs that are over 3 years old that still work really well. Let's see here.
Oh, you sold your Flex 170 to Casper, Brandon?
Yeah, he did. I saw Casper fly it too.
I haven't seen Casper in forever. He's flying at Sackrest now.
Yeah, he was flying at Bayside, but that's gone.
Yeah.
I saw him at a couple places. I saw him at Castle a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And he came to LFE too.
Yeah, Shadow.
Admiral batteries are good, but they're crazy expensive. I ain't gonna spend that kind of money.
Yeah. See, I'm gonna say this. HRBs always be my go-to batteries, but when HRBs start to get old, Admirals are really good when they're starting to get old, because like my old 6000 HRBs are the same age as my old 6000 Admirals, and you can tell that like as soon as HRBs like hit that like okay I'm starting to die life, you can tell. The Admirals just take a long time to die, but Admirals,
and that's the sign of a higher quality battery. That's it. But I don't want to pay that price.
No, HRB for the price you're paying, they're great.
As to date, I've had all my HRB 6000s are almost a year, or a little. One's over a year, 2 are over a year, and the others are almost a year. And I regularly put 150 amps through them, and they're working fine.
Yep.
Hobby lines, those are going on 2 years old, and they're still running really good. The 65C 5000s. So yeah, China Hobby lines are good. The Black Series are really good. This right here, these are the, what do they call them? G Plus.
G Plus.
These G Plus tend to be really good. The only issue is they're heavy. The good thing about a heavy battery is that you know that it's going to be close to whatever the C rating that they say it is. But yeah. That F-35. Did I post that video already? Nate, of us doing formation? I think there's more formation video coming. I don't remember.
I don't know why I'm holding this. I just love this plane so much.
We did some really good formation with that plane over the weekend. And then we did that flight with Mike and his F-15 too.
See, the one you should have filmed was my damn solo flight. Did you see that one flight I was doing by myself? That was so fun. That one flight where I was just like ripping like low passes left and right.
What was the 35?
And then I did that one pass where I came in and I almost clipped the fence with my wing and then like kept the wing like an inch from the ground.
Was that the 35?
This thing is so fun.
Yes, like Pilot Ryan said too, Genzace, those are some damn good packs. Love Genzace.
Oh, yeah. Guys, if you want a jet that you can just throw in your car and fly,
that fits in my trunk in one piece.
I just put this thing between. I stand it up on its nose behind the front seats and between the folded back seats, so I can put whatever I want in the trunk and just throw this in there.
Yep.
It's so fun. It's finally starting to show that I've flown it a shit ton. I've probably got over 50 flights on it already, I would say. And I've only had it for like a month or two.
Prime RC. The crazy thing is there's a lot of new batteries coming out that are actually pretty good, but I don't judge a battery as good until I've been able to get at least 9 months to a year out of them, and they still hold their original, the original amount of punch. If
The level
you know,
gyro in this thing is insane too. It makes it quite.
yes, actually, your Mig-29 too.
Oh, that's
That
right.
helped that thing quite a bit.
I have the Lemon RX gyro and the Mig-29, and you can tell a difference for sure.
Shadow Ops, Gen Zs are cheap. You just have to buy them at the right time. Coming up here in a couple weeks, they always have sales from the Gen Z tattoo store here nearby us. So right around Black Friday, if you need batteries, go look at their site, and you'll find Gen Zs for cheap.
I love
Normally,
how
no, they're not.
I love how your
What?
ESC with your F-35 is barely long enough. Look at mine.
I don't understand why either. I don't know why it's so short.
You know why? Because this came out of an F-16, which has a longer fuse.
Yeah. So let's see. Imperial RC Works. I know somebody who has a single 8S pack that they run in planes. Spencer Keith runs his 8S. Max amps, though, I haven't had good luck with max amps.
I love Brent. He says I keep mine. Brent, I think you keep yours in the ground. Like the first time I'd flown with you, you flew your flex jet and you freaking.
Oh, that's right. He destroyed it that day. I remember.
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh." I just met him and he did that right in front of me. It's so cool.
There's an Ovonic, one of the places off of either eBay or Amazon. Ovonic.
Those are good, but one guy at Livermore has the big cells, and they're not that good.
Well, what's his name? Spencer Keith has the 8,000. He had not 8,000. He has, what size is it? 6,000 8S. It's a single battery.
No.
And it's a single 8S battery.
Zane, no, I'm not gonna get a flex jet. Too damn expensive.
Yeah, Max Amps has been poo-pooed by several people, especially the guy who tests batteries on RCG. He doesn't like it. And Shadow Ops Sealer.
See you, Shadow.
Happy Veterans Day to you, my friend.
Yeah, happy. Thanks for your service, Shadow.
I don't know if you say Happy Veterans Day, but thank you for your service. Yeah, Max Amps look good.
Max Amp.
Yeah. China Hobby Lines, they just keep going. They might get a little poofy, but they keep on going. The Tourney Heavy Duty are like that too. Tourney Heavy Duty are good packs.
Are you really a person that says Tourney?
Tourney. I said Tourney. I don't care what it is. It's Tourney something.
Zane, I would love to have an airliner, but I'll get so bored of it for now.
Yeah.
You know what?
See, what I don't think most people realize is that if you get a plane and you find somebody that you can fly formation with or do crazy stuff with, that's fun. I don't know of anybody that can really do that with the airliners. Unless they make them P8 Poseidons and go on bombing runs.
Ray, when Ray had the F-35, like he was the only one in the field that had one, and he was like, you were kind of like amped with it, and then I got one and we started doing formation. You're like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's perfect for formation. The thing locks in.
The best formation planes because it's little, so you can get up close, but it holds its line very well, and it's the speed control is really good. Like it gets going quick, and then it slows down quick too. This thing is just. This is always going to be on my top 5 list as long as I have it. This thing is so fun.
Yeah, it's a blast. I was going to sell mine.
Kind of a rough start for this one with not getting all the parts in the box, but once I got all the parts and got it put together, I was like, oh damn, it's worth the wait. And I had flown Ray.
Low flyer and Dexter. I got to answer your question. So, what's your main battery pack? Go to HRB and China Hobby Line, and HRB I get off of GB. If you're still in here, put in your link for the HRB batteries, and then Dexter Tucker. Go to ChinaHobbyLine.com, and that's where you can get China Hobby Line packs direct.
I always get my HRBs from GB store.
Yeah. GB's now the thing you've got to realize with most batteries is that they need to be broken in. HRB are especially sensitive to this. You need to break them in at least 10 times. That's 10 cycles. That's using, put it on a discharge or whatever. But cycle them at least 10 times before you start flying full bore. Otherwise, you're going to damage the packs, and they'll never work right. But HRBs are especially sensitive to being broken in. All batteries should be broken in. But
I have an HRB that performs amazing, and I remember I got it, and the first 3 flights on it, I was flying my F-18 like an idiot, and I looked at the pack and I'm like, oh, this is a brand new battery.
oops.
The battery does fine.
Yeah, not all of them do though. So you got to remember, like with me, all of my 6000s, I cycled them 10 times first before I flew them, and then with the my new F-16 that uses 2.4S HRBs, I cycled those 10 times each too. Because
oh, dude,
if you don't,
the
smart packs are awesome. They're just expensive.
I fly the Smart 30C 5000 packs in this F-35. That video we did, I was flying them in the Mig-29 30C packs.
Yeah.
And I mainly fly them in F-35 and the A6. Because this plane, the F-35 and the A6, don't really like anything more than like the weight of a 4000. But those 5000 Spectrum 30Cs, they fly where they weigh as much as like a 4000. What do you mean ugly?
Brandon, there's an F-35 for sale right now. You should buy it so you can fly formation with this.
There's an F-35 for sale.
Mike RC selling one.
Oh yeah, and his looks hella cool.
And his is in great shape. It was barely flown, and he figured out how to get spoiler-ons to work on that thing. He's the only one that actually used spoiler-ons and got it to work right.
Yeah, you don't need them.
No, but they help.
Ray makes this plane looks like it's hard to land because he comes in at Mach 5, but I land this thing hella slow. This thing's actually This thing it's hard to get into a high alpha, but once you get it there, it's so fun to hold. This thing's awesome. Yeah. The F-35, one of my favorites.
Yeah, my landings over this weekend were just fine, Nate. Thank you very much. I don't know what you're talking about. Thank you very much. F-22 is a good plane too. You know what's crazy about the F-22? If you don't get that landing just right with that plane, it's crazy too. I land mine with no flaps. I still landed a problem.
Same with this thing. I find that this thing lands slow without the flaps because the flaps on this thing, they block out the elevators. So I land this thing with no flaps, and I'm able to get the nose way up. I'm gonna put this thing away.
So don't forget, guys. If you want to watch that video, it's in the description. There's two videos. There's one with me and Nate flying like idiots with their Mig-29 and Mig-21, and then the first one is who else agrees Nate should do videos? You know what's crazy? I don't like editing. It eats up too much time, and I got too much stuff to do. But
everybody's curious.
I did edit that one video, and it was good.
Elevator circles are fine. I put a lot of pressure. So yeah, these are my normal rates. Those are my normal flying rates, and then when I do flat spins.
Do you have both plugged in or just one?
Just one.
Yeah, and hey, Brandon, you're right. And if you ever notice any of the big EDF guys, the guys that fly with the really big EDFs, almost all of their packs are 30Cs. You don't need to be higher than that. The guys that fly sometimes 12 and 14S, they're almost always 30C packs. They don't need to be higher than that.
Nope. Most EDF,
especially when you're running 6000s.
Yeah.
Victor, the F-35, once you figure it out, it's not that hard.
Oh, dude,
it's easier than the 104.
Once you figure it out. See, when I was buying it, Ray was like, oh, yeah, it's quite weird. And then when I got it, I was like, dude, what are you talking about? It's quite great. I figured it out.
See, when you fly on your own, that's why it's good to have somebody else with the plane, because then they see it from a different perspective.
Yeah, I know, Ray. I'm just messing with you.
Once I figured out how to get things right, it was fine.
The F-35 is great.
Yes.
put my wheel chocks away.
Yeah, the F-35 is a special little plane. Once you get all your settings right, it works great. So I'm trying to keep up with the chat, y'all. So if anybody else, I'm trying to answer questions. Dexter Tucker, thanks for asking. And all you other guys that are asking questions, thank you. But if you have any more, fire away. I won't drop this off until I've got under 30 people. Will start thinking about going away. Hello, Flyer. Thanks for hanging out, my friend.
See you, low flyer.
Have a good night. So, guys, I've been thinking about stuff to do for members too, because I see that I've got members. I changed up my membership stuff so that it's only going to be one level now too. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm planning on possibly doing an impromptu giveaway for members only. So if you want to be involved in some sort of a giveaway for no other reason than just being a member,
Brandon,
be a member.
He's like,
Be a member.
Giveaway. Become member.
Yeah, you could give you just, I've got a few people that are members. I need to go through and see who every one of them are, but I can see in the chat when it has that little symbol next to the name. Actually, Nate is, so he shouldn't get anything. But all the other people,
I only became a member to see that one video when you freaked out before you made it public. And of course, as soon as I become a member, within the next hour, you make it public, but whatever.
No, it wasn't just an hour. It was a couple days.
I did the little claim. I'm only paying $2.99.
Yeah.
Hi, Mama. Come here. Come in here.
Ouch.
No. Okay.
What is this, dog or a cat?
That was the mama. She's finally comfortable. She's stealing the other dog.
Oh, she came upstairs?
Well, she was so afraid of stairs. She never dealt with stairs. So I was tired of this. So I picked her up and I carried her upstairs. And she's like, "Oh, what the hell?" And then she ran down the stairs and she realized, "Oh, these things aren't deadly." So she's the first few days after she would just run up and down the stairs because she thought it was fun. She never dealt with stairs in her life.
So fine then, no lottery. I won't do anything lottery. But yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how to do more things for the members because I don't have enough for members. I haven't done too much for members so far, other than my freak out video. Who's leaving? Okay, adios, George Watts. Thanks for coming by as always. And your stuff will be going out this week. Well, I've got your address. Anyway, guys, I'm thinking about winding down. We've been on for an hour and 15. But I mean, everybody's still here. If we're still over 30, I'll keep going.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Yeah, so I do have a little stuff to do later. But yeah, so as I was saying, I've got some setups that I'm, especially this one, I'm going to be testing that out in something soon. Don't know what. Probably my F-18. We'll see. Maybe even my F-35. I mean, not my F-35, my F-22.
I was going to say
now that I can just change it out.
How would I go about finding a fiery booty setter for my 70mm?
So Imperial RC, send an email to this email address.
What'd you do, Ray? Ray, did you go fat finger mode again? You're gone. It looks like I'm running the show now. Mav Flight 75. He sold his E-Flight F4, which has since been crashed by the new owner. So Ray's gone. I'm running the show now, guys. Well, yeah, Mickey B. I mean, he's done that. He did that to me one time. He meant to he his fat fingers. He'll hit something on the phone. He'll time people out. He did that to me one time. Man, Amazon doesn't know how to do shipping. I've had fun luck with Amazon shipping. Oh wait, you're back now.
I have no idea what happened. Everything just went away. No,
Fat
no, there was no fat finger. Everything just went away. No idea what happened. But we're back. I don't know what it is with everybody having issues with their streams as of late. But let me get back to where I was. This is my email. So whoever it was that was asking, oh god, he's going into party mode. Whoever it was that was asking about afterburner, send me an email there. I think it was Imperial RC. Send me an email there.
I can't wait to see how that turns out. I can't wait to see how Mig comes out. The Polish.
Oh, Mig, yeah. Should be good.
God bless you, and wait till you get older, Nate. It will happen. Yeah, I'm enjoying the days. Wow, yum.
Yeah. So yeah, God, I got lucky. I didn't click that. Yeah, Imperial RC. So I just typed in my email address. Send me an email right there. Gooniac33@gmail.com.
Vic, you'd love the little F-35. I think it's fun.
There it is again. But there if you want, or you can look at my website, Gooniac33.me.
Gooniac. Oh yeah, Fred. I know. I pick on Ray. It's fun.
I get him back. If you watch my video, you get to see I got him back pretty good.
Yeah, he finally got something back at me. You realize I know how to do screen sharing on here, right? So I could use that. You're lucky I haven't pulled the screen sharing trick yet. I've been so tempted.
Nah, don't do that.
All I have to do is hit share screen.
And I can remove you from the stream. Easy to do.
I wish I was some like crazy computer hacker, then I could like kick Ray out of his own stream.
Yeah, you can't. Mickey BRC, Gooniac. So I think I've said this before, but I'll say it again. It's no big deal. I think it's pretty funny. So 1996, email was just becoming a thing. So I was setting up my first email account, and everybody called me a goofball and a maniac. So I'm like, okay, goofball, maniac. So I said, okay, so Gooniac. So I typed that into Hotmail, and it was already taken. So then I typed in Gooniac1, that was taken. Gooniac2, that was taken. So I just said Gooniac33. And it stuck. Gooniac33@hotmail.com was my first email address. Still works now, but I don't really go there.
Who else uses the damn name Gooniac?
I don't know. Somebody did, because it was taken. So Gooniac33 has stuck with me ever since 1996. Now it ended up becoming my G.
Oh, finally. Yeah, I was going to say it's literally stuck with your internet. Your face wasn't moving.
So, yeah. So, Gooniac33 became my Gmail account in like 2006, I think. So, I've kept that. All right, cool, Imperial. I'm sure my phone's going to buzz here any minute. But, yeah, that's my email. I might be a little behind on catching up with emails because of my order. My orders have gone berserk since the Mig-29. So, yeah.
I was not alive in 1996.
So, for those of you that have ordered burners from me, please be patient because I'm the only guy doing this when it comes to the burner stuff. I do all the stuff myself, so it's taking me a little while to get stuff caught up. I might be a little behind, but it's always worth the wait. I know some of you are dealing with weather issues. So, yeah, I know it's taken a while, but sometimes it takes time. Especially if you're doing it yourself. You have standards you want to meet. I don't want to send out crap, so I'm not going to just ship it off to somebody to work on it. I want to do it myself and know that it's done right. I don't like cold solders. I need to stop being so nice to you, because you being a butthead to me. I need to stop dropping stuff off at your door.
Hey, I asked you how much do I owe you. You said, "Oh, nothing."
I told you you're helping me out because you're testing. So just
So that if you want to make it such a problem, then make me pay you. Then, dingus.
No. That's my sign of my appreciation for him. Ouch. Ah, hammering and bushing out today. Didn't feel good.
I love when you come back and you just freeze in the most stupid screen, like bro. I can't fucking talk.
Learning how to launch missiles for submarines. Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't know RC Air Marshal. I didn't know we were the same age. You're just a little bit younger than I am. That's tricky.
Shut up, Nate. Oh yeah, Bob, I gave your servos to Grenell.
Big bad Bob. Roberto Garcia.
I gave the prop and servos to Jodale.
Oh. So yeah, let's see what else. Yeah, so that's the story of Gooniac. And then when I first signed up with RC groups, which was I think 2006. RC Universe was the first one. I don't even go on there anymore. Signed up with RC Universe and then RC groups. Gooniac 33 on RC groups.
Oh, Dexter Tucker. There's not really any challenges. Just the plane. The plane. It's a small plane, but it flies kind of heavy. So you just need to. It's mainly getting your throws right, and then just dialing in your landing, because you can land it nose down, but it comes in hella fast.
Have to pitch that nose up.
Yeah, it's just like any other plane. You got to learn how to get the nose up on landing, and it's a great airplane once you figure it out.
Now, another thing too is the rudders and the ailerons are crazy effective. So make sure not to have a whole lot of throw on the rudders. And the ailerons do not go by their suggested rate. It's way too high.
I have my rudders.
We have ours cut down at 45, 50%.
Mine are at 45.
Really low. Yeah, I think mine are at 45 or 50, one of the two. They need to be low. Otherwise, plane's almost unflyable. It's like, boop, 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 lose your butt.
Okay.
Ooh. Tell Mama Cindy to get him. Get him, Mama. Get him.
I was asking if she wanted to bring one of those damn puppies up, but she didn't know.
Ooh. She's tired of them puppies.
Yeah.
So, cool. Still 33 people. Y'all still just hanging in there. Hanging in. Oh. Yeah, you know what's funny, David Martin Graff? I thought something was wrong with me for the longest time with my F-35. Nate kept giving me a hard damn time. That's when I had that meltdown. These people giving me a hard time. My F-35, I didn't realize that the gyro was loose. The receiver's the gyro. I didn't realize it was loose. So here I am trying to land, and the thing's doing all these crazy things, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? And then that one time I was flying with Nate, and was a dive, and the plane just went out of control. And it was like headed straight for us, and I was about to just kill it because I didn't know where it was going to go. The gyro was loose. So it's another thing that I've added to my checklist is to check the receivers and make sure they're not loose. What are you laughing at?
He's asking if Fred Barron's daughter's hot.
RC or Marshall, he's on one today.
So Nate, Mig-29 points out of 10. What would you rate it? Probably like an 8.5, 9. Because it's like
exactly what I was gonna say. I was gonna say 8.5.
Yeah, 8. I would say probably like 8 3/4 because the airplane's great, flies amazing. It's got those elevator quirks you got to watch out for. I wouldn't say problems, quirks you got to watch out for. And, you know, for $640, they could have done better stuff. Like the gear doors could have been better. The little plastic parts on the gear, they could have made those like aluminum or something. So I'd say it's like 8 3/4. But the airplane's amazing in the air. It's awesome.
Is GB still on here? Because GB, if you're on here, people that are asking about HRB batteries, GB, put your link in there. I posted it on my page, and I've gotten a couple of my batteries from your links. So GB, if you're here, drop that link. And actually, I'm gonna remove the EDF cam because we don't need that no more.
Say, why are we still looking at that?
And I'm going to take my phone back.
I'm trying to stay energized. I still have homework after the show.
Oops.
Man, it's not bad.
Yeah, I got mine on Amazon too. Pilot Ryan, if you have a link to your store, you can drop that too. I'm cool with that.
Air Marshal, I can't tell if you said that on purpose. Probably Slamazon. Sadly, something he'd say. Alan Gentry wishes he was 45. Have you heard? Oh yeah, the Asan, I think it's what it's called. That nose wheel gyro. That's what I was talking about that earlier. The 90% expo on my rudder. That's basically what that Asan does. Is it dampens the steering. That putting the 90% expo on my rudder, like what I learned from Ray, which I know Ray, I listened to him for once. It actually helps with that kind of stuff. The biggest thing I was with this thing, with the MiG, because I was flying my MiG, I was flying it way too nose heavy. But I was like, it was really nose heavy. I had it way too nose heavy, but it was flying tail heavy. It was so weird. And I was like, Ray, what the hell am I doing wrong? And then I'm like, okay. He was like saying, oh, you're too nose heavy. I'm like, there's no way. And then I'm like, okay, just put the battery where you think it needs to be. And he puts the battery like way the hell back. And I'm like, okay. And I take off. I'm like, oh, what the hell? It's perfect.
Makes all the difference in the world.
I be good Russian bride for.
Slamazon? Oof, that doesn't sound good. Slam Jamma.
It's almost like Bang Good.
Slam Jamma.
Banggood.com.
Bang bad, bang bad. Tubuku.
E-bitch. eBay, but e-bitch. Any deals on
the bitch?
E-bitch. Bob asks, when are you going to start getting planes to review or post?
As soon as somebody sends them to me. I mean, if I buy stuff and order them, that's fine. But I'm not going to just go, you know. I don't. If somebody wants to send me a plane, I'm down.
I've got the Griffin on.
David Martin crap. Yeah, I used to keep a bottle of vodka. I used to keep a bottle of vodka in the freezer.
Dave, no.
I don't know about fleshlights. Oh Jesus, here we go again. Butt plugs and fleshlights.
On Slam. That's good.
Pilot Ryan, don't you have an Amazon store? I thought that you had HRB batteries in your store. If you're still there.
Jesus has left the conversation here. Exactly. Oh God, not again.
Where's Jesus? So let's see who. I'm trying to get GB in here. I'll see if GB comes back.
I'm sorry if you hear the dog barking in the background. The one damn quirk to this mama dog. We have a cat.
I can't hear it.
We have a cat that likes to stay under the bed, and she like thinks it's like a rat, so she's like barking at it.
Ain't bother me none. Oh, I hear a little yippee now, but it's not that big a deal. Oh. So yeah, I got a couple of my HRBs. The first set I bought off of Amazon. For the 6,000, they come in 2-packs. And then the second set I got from Amazon too, but they were off of GB's. They're off of GB's store.
She's barking at those damn cats. It's so annoying.
I'm trying to get GB to drop a link in there too. I'm trying to help all people out now. If you want the best yak, 90 millimeter is going to be Freewing, but the best and fastest in the 70 millimeters is the FMS.
You can't even
and it has better gear.
You can't even find the Freewing brand new anymore. The 90, the FMS 70 one.
Getting buzzed by C-130. You might hear a loud noise here in a second. Maybe, maybe not.
FMS is a beast in the speed, yeah. And dude, now it comes with the 1900 kV, so it's gonna be even faster.
Yeah, it's. I don't know what it is about the yak, but the yak is fast.
I had one. Little Jack has it now. I just hadn't fly it that much.
Yeah.
I kind of want to.
Because the new one. The new 1900 kV, it's going to scream even more because the old 1850 was fast.
I guarantee.
Stupid fast.
You know what would be really good is the 2210 Freewing would be bonkers in that airplane. Or your setup that's in your Baby Fate, the Dr. Mad Thrust.
Yeah, that'd probably work really good because it's a twin. It likes the Dr. Mad Thrust and what do you call it? Power Fun. That works great in twins.
Oh, take out the papers and the trash one.
Oh, that's a song.
Oh.
Back in the days, Yiggity Yak, don't come back.
Yiggity Yak, don't come back.
Is Hobby King coming out with any new planes? Anybody know?
$2,300 kV. Is that the Outrun? Dr. Mad Thrust could easily be featured brand on.
There's GB. So guys, check that out. That's GB's link.
Dr. Mad Thrust.
Robert Garcia, Big Bad Bob. Check out that link. That's the GB store for HRB batteries.
Dr. Mad Thrust could be easily featured brands on Slamazon. Dr. Mad Thrust.
Slamazon for Mad Thrust and Banggood. That's just I don't know where they came up with that dang name, Banggood. That's just weird. That's something that sounds like something you'd see on the streets of like Thailand or something.
Is it? Oh, okay, good.
What?
Oh man. On Amazon they do GB? Jesus. Man, we're gonna have to end this.
Amazon. I don't know. Oh, so maybe they can get some of the stuff that RCR Marshall was talking about. Yeah, I had some inside info from Hobby King there for a little while. I don't know if that person's still there now, but I was able to get some inside info about planes. Imperial RC, I see your inquiry. I'll tell the price right now. It doesn't bother me if you're still there, Imperial RC. Depends on what plane you're looking at, but I sell them for $60. If you're here in the US, I'll ship it to you for $60. If it's a single. Now, if it's an SU-30 or one of the 70 millimeters, It's going to be $80 shipped in the U.S. If it's 80 millimeter twin, it's going to be 90.
Robert
and
Garcia, Big Bad Bob, FMS Viper, the little blue one, 3,300 or 4,000.
yeah, if you go 4,000, go low C, but 3,300 high C.
The 3,300, I would say get the HRB 3,360 C packs. Those would be perfect for that airplane.
Those work.
Yes.
If you're gonna go 4,000, don't go more than 40 because it gets too heavy.
Amazon does sell everything.
Literally anything you can think of.
GB was talking about getting a breathalyzer for his show, and I looked them up. You can actually get pretty decent ones for pretty cheap, like $30. I don't know how accurate they are.
I guess somebody's gonna have to test it and find out. I wish I had a way to record this, but to record this, the C-130s are doing crazy stuff over the house right now, and they're coming in. I sent GB a video of this. They're coming in with all their lights on, including formation lights, the door down in the back, the lights on the inside of the plane. It's pretty cool, but I can never get a video of it. Never get a video of the damn thing. But it's pretty cool. They're only like 1,000 feet over my house.
32 people. I need to go below 30. I need to get out of here.
Well, shit, if you gotta go, you can go. I don't care. I'll sit here and run my mouth a little more.
I think that might.
But we have been going for an hour and 40 minutes, and I usually start cutting back at about that time. So, yeah, and now we're getting V-22s that come over the house too. But I've got to get a good camcorder so that I can start recording this stuff properly. So my phone just ain't gonna cut it no more. I'm gonna have to get an actual camera so that Brandon E will no longer be perturbed by my hat cam videos.
Hobby King makes a C-130. Barry Campbell.
They don't sell props for it though, which is kind of crazy.
No.
I don't even know if you can get props for it. So you break a prop and you can't fly the plane anymore. And the EC-1500, that's based on the C-27, which is a Coast Guard plane now. Those fly over my house all the time too.
Yeah, Barry Campbell, Hobby King makes a C-130. It's like 600 millimeter wingspan.
Yes, they do. It flies pretty good too.
It flies good, yeah. But Hobby King plane.
The biggest problem I have with that plane is that they don't sell props. And they're special. And they don't sell props. Come on now. Bang long time, baby. They have the gray and the Fat Albert. Yeah, this is crazy. I mean, you can't see it. The formation lights on the C-130s are pretty cool. There's little green lights all around the plane. Hey. Yeah, I do facial.
Your freeze.
I'm doing the facial expression thing.
I've already screen grabbed 2 of your freeze frames, and don't worry, I'll be sending you some memes. I won't post them. Don't worry.
You better not post them because I'm gonna smack you upside the head. That's why I keep making the faces because I want to see what it does.
I'm already thinking of HSDT 33. Not for me.
It looks good. It looks goofy as hell to me. Those wheels look funny as hell.
Wings. It has the fact that those droopy wings and the wheels are too tight.
Do any of you guys know what this? Have you got any of you guys heard of the show Regular Show? Watch it. And the crazy thing is, Luke Skywalker is the person that I'm talking about. This guy's name is Skips, and it's this real big buff character with itty little legs, and when he walks, he skips along. That's what I think about. That's what I think about the T-33. It looks like Skips. The real big body and little itty legs. No. Nope. Nope. Hey, I am an alien, RC Air Marshal. What do you think? I have alien abilities.
Oh.
Yeah, and enjoy the lags while you got them, guys, because I have a new computer. As soon as I can clear my space, the new computer is coming.
Good. This is gonna be good.
See, freeze now. So Imperial RC Works, are you still here or have you gone? So do you hear the prices? 60, 80, 90, just depends on the plane. Tell me what plane you're thinking of. You can either email that or post it here. Man, y'all are still hanging with me. I appreciate that. It's an hour and 45 minutes. I still got 33 people over here. Wonderful. And Fred Barron keeps you guys keep bringing up all this old music. I remember that. I used to call it the Jiggles Band. Freeze Frame, the Jay Giles Band. When I was little, I called them the Jiggles Band. My sister used to crack up at me because it's not Jiggles, it's Jay Giles. I said, Carol, play the Jiggles Band.
Oh my god. Are you able to look at your phone right now? Look what I'm about to send you.
Send it.
Don't show it on the live, but look at.
I won't. Oh God, that's bad. Brrr. Yeah, so enjoy the lags while you can, guys, because they ain't gonna be here forever. Look like I'm saying nanu nanu. Yeah. Look like I got a hair lip on that one. Sheesh. Oh God, don't read that. What? Huh? And I go, well, actually, no. No. That's something we don't do here. We don't do that here. No. Oh, so got a couple more premieres dropping this week. As I said, I did the comparison between my crazy Gooniac setup, 4092, 1730 kV, 6S setup for my F22. I took that out and put in the new Freewing in runner 9 blade to see how that compared, and you will see how and why. I went back to my other one. Mickey B. Yeah, that's funny, Mickey B. That's why he has a mustache. Or he goes for a mustache now because he had one. But
oh man, this one's good too.
what did they?
Look at what I'm about to send you.
Send it. Remember Ogre? Yes, I do, David Martin Graff. Ogre. Okay. Was that for today?
Yeah, that was from like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The one where you look like an alien is the best.
Yeah, that was goofy. I looked kind of weird.
BVM Yak 130 uploaded by Pilot Ryan. I drink.
Was it just done now?
I drink. Oh.
He keeps going quiet. What's he doing?
Sorry, my mom came in. She had asked me.
Hi, Cindy!
She's gone now.
Oh, well. Okay, we dipped under 30. We're down to 28. If it holds for more than a couple minutes, we're gonna go. I got fiery booties to mail out.
I got homework to do.
Revenge of the Nerds is a classic film.
Oh, dude, that one's great. Revenge of the Nerds is great.
You shouldn't have seen that. That's very much over what you're supposed to be watching.
I'm a 15-year-old that grew up in this world. I've seen it all already.
Yeah. Whatever. Blah.
I
don't condone you watching such films. Even though I saw that movie for the first time at 14. Anyway, whatever.
Yeah,
actually younger than that.
I saw Superbad. I watched Superbad when I was 12 or 11.
I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
Yeah, and then, Road Trip. Have you seen Road Trip?
Yeah.
Road Trip.
So, but you're the movies from the 80s, PG movies were like rated R movies for today.
What's the one? It's someone and someone go to White Castle. Is it Harold and Kumar? Yeah, Harold and Kumar go to White Castle.
Yeah.
That was good too.
Yeah, that's bad.
I watched that on the plane ride home from New York because we got a crazy.
That's too much.
We got a crazy.
That's too much.
You're on the plane for like 7 hours, so I watched that movie.
Okay, my peoples, we have dipped under 30, which means it is time for us to tell everybody a good night. Porky's was bad too. Porky's was really bad. That was really bad. There's a couple movies, Tom Cruise, like The Right Stuff. That was one. Not The Right Stuff. All the Right Moves. But there are a couple of movies. All those movies from the 80s are just crazy.
This sounds good. I'm gonna have to.
Porky's was funny.
Revenge of the Nerds.
Here comes the C-130 again. C-130 again, and I can't do shit.
Revenge of the Nerds is a good one, though.
Let's see if you guys can hear it. It's going to be crazy loud. But it's got all its lights on and all the...
there it is. I hear it.
All lit up like a damn Christmas tree. If it was going to fly over some jungle out in the Amazon, people would think that the end of the world was coming.
All right. Let's wrap it up.
We're wrapping it up. I'm not wrapping up because you want to. I'm wrapping it up because it's after 30, under 30. So I appreciate y'all hanging out with us. Hope you guys were able to get some answers to questions. And if there's more questions that come up, you guys can always put comments in this video after it's done. So that's going to be it. There are going to be a few more videos. Barry Campbell, that's actually easier to explain to your kids than it is people being blown to bits.
See, exactly.
Boobies kids need to survive. Blowing up and all that other stuff, no.
Yeah, if we think about it, I mean, they've all like... I'm not going to go there on YouTube.
But you're right. They're very important.
Like, I mean,
but Mickey B, if you want to see the video of Nate flying his Mig-29, it is in the description of this video. So watch that. Go look in the description. You'll see it.
That was fun.
I think the movie that tripped me out the most from the 80s was Apocalypse Now. That one was trippy.
I think the best movie and that time was Iron Eagle.
And then also Full Metal Jacket. Yeah, a couple of those were trippy.
Iron Eagle.
Iron Eagle was crap. All it showed was an F-16, a clean F-16 doing rolls. So anyway, all right, guys, have a good night. Check my videos. There's 2 videos in the description of this. Click those videos and watch them, and like, subscribe, and all that other good stuff, and you will get other videos that I'm uploading the rest of this week. So have a good night, my peoples, and adios. Thank you, Nate.
Bye.
Good night.